your skin as you lay here. Your new life soon begins. Look into my eyes, see the sadness lie, and see yourself as you die. See this as our last goodbye. I know that this feels frightening. I see your soul and it's tightening. Now I know you feel afraid, and I need to escape this pain. Now I know that you're fading away, and I'm doing the same. Look into my eyes, see the sadness lie, and see me as I face my darkest fear. You were mine from the moment I met you, girl. When you were on your own, I knew that I could treat you better than he ever could. Even though things get so crazy now, and even when things get rough, know that you will always stay here now. You will stay here. You will stay until the end of Girl, what's on your mind? I heard you weeping. Tears fall from your face. Hold your head up high, my little sweetie. You'll never leave my embrace. Even though things get so crazy now, and even when things get rough, know that you will always stay here now. You will stay here. You will stay until the end of
Hello people and welcome to the stream. It's a Friday, so that means it is Fallout Fridays. for anyone that's new to Fallout Fridays, it's basically where I've done a podcast for the past 4 or 5 weeks, I think it is now. That's all about survival games, survival stories, radioactive games, radioactive stories, things kind of like Fallout related or survival game related. So yeah, it starts off with a podcast, and then the second half is gameplay. We played Fallout 76 so far, Fallout 4, Minecraft, and we did another one, but I can't remember what it was now. That will come to me in a random moment. Let me swap this music over to the nice podcast, Smooth Jazz. Fallout style music. What's up, Sarah? How you doing? So yes, today's topic is going to be, as you can see from the title, what does Microsoft buying Bethesda mean for Fallout? Now, it's going to be looking at it a little bit more broad than that. It's going to be looking at them buying ZeniMax, how that's going to affect Microsoft, how that's going to affect Bethesda, how that's going to affect their games, how it's all going to link together, basically. I'm doing okay. I might be a little bit rambly with this one because I was a little bit poor with coming up with a topic this week. Because I came up with this one last night. Usually I come up with a topic like Monday, Tuesday, so I have good time to research and get points to talk about. And this one's been a little bit rushed. So it might just be a lot of what my opinion is on it, or what I think could happen. So yeah, if you guys want to jump in at any point and share your views, feel free to do so. But yes, the first thing that we always do in Fallout Fridays is we have a drink. Okay, so yes, we've tried so far a lager from China, a lager from Japan, a lager from England, and a lager from Scotland. And this week's lager is Brooklyn Lager from the USA. It's got a bit of a wacky style label there. It's kind of like, I don't even know what the pattern is on the, I think it's just like an amalgamation of different things that Brooklyn is known for. I mean, I'm seeing like a fedora hat. That looks like a biker's jersey. It's a bit of a weird label. But yeah, it's not one that I've ever had before, so this will be completely new to me. If I can use a bottle. It's been a long week. I can't even use a bottle opener right. That goes in the tub full of caps, as you can probably tell from that, if that was picked up on the mic. So yeah, Brooklyn Lager Brewery, or whatever they're called. They were started in 1988. I think they have about 4 or 5 all year round drinks. This one doesn't have the strongest smell like the Asahi and the Camden Town ones did. They were very strong. Okay, I'm getting the smell of it now. That is a different smelling lager. Also, my stomach is growling like crazy for some reason. Alcohol 5.2%. That's pretty standard for the other ones. I think the one that we had last week, the Scottish one, what was it called? Brewdog Lost Lager, I think it was. That one was the lowest alcohol content, but it was a very strong hoppy taste. I didn't like that one. This one smells quite fruity. Okay, it's kind of similar to the Lost Lager, not quite as intense with the taste of the bitterness of it. I don't know. doesn't really have like a unique taste. It's quite bitter, but not as much as Lost Lager was. Anyway, what does it describe it as on the bottle? So our award-winning amber lager unites traditional flavours of toffee, toast, caramel, and dry hopped aroma. Full of grapefruit, flowers, and pine. Okay. Where would I put it on my list? I'd probably put it above Lost Lager. So it's in 4th place out of 5. Is it now? Is it 5 that I've had now? I think it is. So it's not bad. It's not my favourite, I'll be honest. It's definitely got more of a unique smell than it has a taste. Yeah, that's definitely not up there with my favourites. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I do apologise to all the Yanks in the chat. Now I've probably just lost the whole of the USA. Anyway, time to talk about today's topic. So for anyone that has not heard about it, Microsoft has bought the parent company of Bethesda, which is ZeniMax Media. I think it was bought for about $7.5 billion, which I think puts it at like 3rd on their on Microsoft's acquisition chart. One at the top was LinkedIn. The one after that was, I can't remember off the top of my head. I think I have it somewhere in my list of many tabs I have open. Or maybe I don't. But yeah, I think LinkedIn was like 17 billion or something like that. Yeah, I must not have opened that one in my list. But yeah, with them buying ZeniMax, it gives them more than just Fallout and all that sort of stuff. Obviously under Bethesda you had Fallout, Doom, I think was also Bethesda. My head's gone. You had Skyrim, obviously. There is one that I'm missing. Well, there's a couple I'm missing, but there's some of the key ones. Can you hear that? My stomach just growling. Jesus. It's somewhere in these lists. Okay, right, so yeah. Doom, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Wolfenstein, Starfield, which is one of their upcoming ones. I think they had a game way ago, but they announced at a similar time as the new Elder Scrolls that they're bringing out a new Starfield. Then, yeah, Evil Within, that's another one on that list. Prey, Dishonored. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they now have the rights of, which is a little bit scary. So yeah, where does this leave all those amazing IPs that Bethesda have done so much work on over the years? I guess it's kind of we're also going to find out in the near future, because I mean they're working on the new Elder Scrolls, although they say that's going to be like 4 years away or something like that. Okay, I'm getting the aftertaste of that toast now. It's a bit weird. But yeah, it's a bit of a guessing game at the minute. There's a few ways they could do it. They could literally just buy it just so they own the rights to it, but let Bethesda just get on with it, and not really interfere with it in any way. One thing that does come to mind with Microsoft buying it, obviously Microsoft is the owners of Xbox, is are they going to make it exclusive to Microsoft systems? Obviously that won't affect PC users, because generally an Xbox exclusive we get access to anyway. But PlayStation users, will they get access to the Fallout games? will they get access to it at launch, or will theirs be like it's exclusive to Xbox for a year and then goes to all the other platforms out there? It could just be Microsoft saying, PlayStation have released all these great exclusives that they're getting. What have we got? Not much. What can we buy then? What can we quickly get that are great IPs that we can link to our console before they're released in November? And yeah, I think this acquisition may have just done that if this is the way that they're going. If they are going to use these IPs that they've bought and make them exclusive to the new Xbox, there's a good chance that they are going to basically completely obliterate the next gen consoles in terms of sales. Because, I mean, Fallout's a massive series, Elder Scrolls is a massive series, Wolfenstein and Dishonored, they've done fantastic, Doom, another great one. I mean, Bethesda has so many great IPs, and ZeniMax is the parent company of it all. It would be hard if I was choosing between an Xbox or a PlayStation right now. I mean, I'm saying that it probably wouldn't be hard for me. I'm an absolute massive fan of Fallout and Elder Scrolls. I would obviously go for Xbox if it came out that it was going to be exclusive to that console. But then there's the other side of it, of obviously Microsoft will be doing really well with Xbox sales, but they're like, I don't know if you can call it a company on its own now, or a sub-company or whatever, of Bethesda. It's going to drop their income, surely, if they've been told basically you can't sell to that market for either a limited period of time or indefinitely. Obviously, you're going to have a massive drop in sales. Also, with them talking about putting it on Xbox Game Pass, which I can't remember how much that is a month, £5-10 or something, maybe more than that. Compare that to a new game sale of £50 for a new Fallout game or Elder Scrolls game. Are you going to get that as much revenue from that as you would from the Game Pass? I doubt it. Because obviously the Game Pass is being shared between all these different games that they have on it. So it's not like you can say, okay, one person that gets the Game Pass, that's £15 for Bethesda. Because it's not. It's £15 for the whole thing. So you're sharing that between all the different sub-companies or whatever on this list of games. There's so many different ways this could go. But yeah, let's look at the positives that it could bring for Fallout. So we know Microsoft have been buying a lot of games over the future, and they've been bringing out a lot of their games through the developers that they own. Fable is a big one that they've got coming up. Now I've played Fable 1, 2, and 3. I love the series. For me, one of the key things that Fable gets spot on is storytelling, but also karma. Now, the people who've played Fallout 3 and then Fallout 4 know the karma system in Fallout 4 was a shadow of itself in Fallout 3. There was a lot of stuff they could have got a lot better with the whole role-playing and karma system that they put into Fallout 4. So with them now being over under the same roof with Fable and Fallout, they could kind of put their heads together and make one hell of a good karma system for Fallout 5 when that does eventually come out. Obviously, they can implement it into the new Elder Scrolls as well. Fallout 4, well, the Fallout series and the Elder Scrolls series. I mean, I've only played Skyrim from the Elder Scrolls. I haven't played the previous ones. But for me, they had good stories, on the most part. And there was a good amount of detail. And then all the break-off submissions, side quests, they were also nice additions. They fitted well into the world. Do I think they did it as good as Fable? It's hard to tell because it's quite a different world. I think for me, Fable was a little bit more closer to home because they all have that iconic British style accent, whether it was quite a posh British accent to a more of a northern, like my British accent. It had a good variety in Fable, so I could relate more to the characters in that game, I guess, compared to Fallout and Skyrim. With Fallout obviously being more American, and Skyrim being Nordic. But also Fable. I feel like Fable did make me care more about the characters. I mean, that might be because they were all British sounding, but like in Fable 2, when you lost the dog, I actually felt for that dog. Losing that dog did actually take an effect on me. Now in Fallout 3, when you lose... Any spoilers here? I mean, I've already given out spoilers. Yeah, when you lose Dad in Fallout 3, if you choose Elson, it had a slight effect on me, but not as much as losing the dog in Fable 2. Which is weird. Losing a human NPC to an animal NPC. I guess, then again, generally when you watch a film and a human dies, you're not quite as affected as if somebody's dog dies. Like in I Am Legend, when the dog turns into the... Are they zombies? They're not zombies. Like, whatever they are. I forgot what they're called. But yeah, when it gets an infection, it changes. That affected me more than seeing characters in The Walking Dead get bitten and turn into zombies. So I don't know if it's just like a general thing of people are more likely to be affected by losing a animal companion compared to a human companion. But yeah, if they can kind of bring those heads together, that could improve the karma system from Fallout 4 with elements from Fable. That could massively improve the role playing and just how the game impacts, what your decisions in the game impacts you, and kind of make you feel a little bit more for your own character as well as other characters around you. Also, as we know, Microsoft bought Mojang, which is the owner of Minecraft. I can't remember how much that was for. It wasn't as much as when they bought ZeniMax. But one thing that I would kind of like to see, more for the fun side of it, is spin-off games for, I mean, I guess a lot of the different IPs that they have. A spin-off game for Elder Scrolls and Fable, where it merges them with Minecraft. That could be pretty fun, in a strange way. I mean, look at Ark. They did it with Ark, and I think that went down pretty well. People kind of liked a different twist on the game. I haven't actually played that spin-off version of it. I do want to try it out. But I mean, there's Minecraft mod packs out there which try to kind of be themed around a certain game. Some do it well, some don't. I think I've tried the Fallout one. It doesn't do it great. I haven't actually looked to see if there's an Elder Scrolls one. But yeah, if you merged Fallout and Minecraft and Elder Scrolls with Minecraft, that could be kind of fun. Just in a quirky spin-off way. It doesn't have to be anything serious. It could literally just be, you're in a auto-generated world that's all themed around Fallout. So you'll have towns that auto-generate, and the buildings are in ruins. You can craft course rifles, and I'm trying to remember the other guns from the game. Variant rifles, what are they called? Hunting rifles and that sort of stuff. That could be kind of cool. And then yeah, you can set up your own settlements, get settlers in, have them set up shops and all that sort of stuff. That wouldn't actually be one that I would. If they came out with that, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, that's ridiculous. I'd be like, okay, I might actually get that just for the fun of it, because that for me that would be kind of fun. And the same with Elder Scrolls, like just Minecraft with a Nordic twist, and a friggin' dragon comes out of nowhere. I mean, yes, there is a dragon in Minecraft, I know, but like overworld dragons, and you can do magic, and I mean you can do magic in Minecraft. I'm messing this one up. And then, I don't know if they may be able to do actually Elder Scrolls crossed into Minecraft, because that would just be very Minecraft, because it's a similar kind of setting, depending on how you build it as well. I was saying I don't know if they could. Of course they could. They own Minecraft. They know like they would have copyright issues. I guess what they could do with that one is make it more of a DLC for Minecraft or something. But then again, if they then released Fallout Minecraft, they'd probably say, well, why isn't that DLC? Oh, wow, I'm bringing up my own issues now. I'm trying to think of like how they could merge other games that Microsoft owns with Bethesda's. I don't know if there are any other massive examples that they could do it with. I mean, yeah, they own Age of Empires. They've been remastering a lot of those games recently. Could they merge that with Skyrim, make a DLC for the Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, or what it's called, and give that a DLC for Elder Scrolls? Could be kind of fun. Could they also make Fallout into a real-time strategy game? I don't know if I'd be as hyped as that as a Minecraft Fallout game. But it could be kind of fun. I don't know if it make the most sense. Although, I think does Minecraft also own the developer of Wasteland? If they cross that with the Fallout style, I mean, that would just be kind of Fallout 1 and 2. But they have the mechanics there to bring it up to date and cross over some of the features from Wasteland. I haven't played Wasteland, but it's one on my list that I do want to try out. So if they wanted to kind of maybe even remaster Fallout 1 and 2, but still keep it with the top down. Is it top down? When I think top down, I think like literally you're looking at it from straight above. Fallout is more like angled down. If they wanted to keep it kind of in that way, true to the originals, they could take a lot of the features from Wasteland and blend it in with Fallout, because they are similar in their settings in a way. Also, I mean, I can see them merging the likes of Halo and Doom. I think those ones could kind of work in a bit of a way. The characters could kind of have references or appear in each other's games as a fun little Easter egg. I'm thinking could they possibly do like their own version of Smash Brothers or Smash Bros, or what it's called? Or what's the one that Capcom, I think, was it Capcom that did it? Kick Force or Jump Force or something like that. Could Microsoft do their own version of it? I mean, Steve from Minecraft. You could have Master Chief and the... what's his name? The alien character. I used to know this. Arbiter or something like that. You could have those guys from Halo.
Welcome to the fight, brother.
Thank you for the follow, Eva. Welcome to the stream. We're just talking about how the recent acquisition of ZeniMax, the parent company of Bethesda, how Microsoft bought them. Yeah, we're just talking about that. So we're kind of at the minute seeing how they can merge aspects of the games, or literally merge some of the games. I'm kind of thinking how they could make their own Smash Bros. So yeah, Steve from Minecraft, even though I think he's appearing in one of the Nintendo games, but I can't remember which one. Are they adding him into Smash Bros? Or something like that? But yeah, it's, Steve Minecraft, Halo, Master Chief and the Arbiter, or his gold, from Halo. They could add Vault Boy from Fallout instead of the main protagonist, because obviously the main protagonist is how you make them. I like MC. Yep, Minecraft is a lot of fun. That is kind of why I'd love them to do a crossover with Minecraft and Fallout. Just blockify, I don't know that's a word, blockify Fallout and give it the Minecraft elements and features, so it's just not a auto-generated world, and you're just unleashed into it, and you can do what you want with it. And then yeah, Doom guy from Doom. You could maybe have like, I'm thinking from Elder Scrolls, you could have the dragon, Alduin, I think he's called. You could have like some of the companions, maybe Lydia or something. I don't know how you'd add in the main protagonist, unless they found a way to link it, because obviously they have the Bethesda launcher and stuff, which I'm going to get onto that one as well at some point. If they could link it together so it knows your save files, and they can find your custom characters and then pull that through into the main game, that would be fun. And then yeah, the main protagonist from Wolfenstein, they could add him in. I forgot what his name is. There's a lot of characters that they now have access to, quite well-known characters, who they could make their own Smash Bros. With. Personally, I wouldn't be too bothered by that. Although I do want the new Smash Bros, even though it's been out for ages and I still haven't got it. I think I mainly want that because I played Brawl on the GameCube with my brothers, so it has that sentimental memory sort of thing to it. I don't know if Microsoft did an equivalent. I don't think I'd buy it. I'm not really, generally I'm not into those kind of games. But yeah. So yeah, Bethesda's launcher, I could see them merging that with a Microsoft Store. Or an Xbox launcher. I don't know if they have, is there such thing as an Xbox launcher on PC and stuff like that? They have Xbox Game Bar and Console Companion. But yeah, if they don't already, they could literally just take Bethesda's launcher, rework it, rebrand it, add all the Microsoft owned games onto that launcher, and just they can use Steam, they can link the Steam to their launcher like they do now with Origin between Steam, and I think Uplay and Steam do that as well. Uplay being Ubisoft's launcher, and Origin, which is now known as EA Desktop Launcher. For the life of me, I don't know why they changed it. Origin has a more unique name. EA Desktop Launcher. It's like they said, okay, here's the description of Origin. That's what we're now calling it. Why? Because everybody described it as EA Desktop Launcher. When if somebody haven't heard of Origin before and just said what's Origin, and somebody replies EA's Desktop Launcher, is that why they decided to go with it? Because not everyone, who'd heard of Origin knew what it was. I mean, not everyone that said of Steam knows what it is. Obviously, most PC gamers have heard of Steam, but it just sounds a bit... It's, for me, it's a bit of a lame software name. Steam's unique. Uplay is unique. Origin was unique. EA Desktop Launcher, just a description. So yeah, I can see Microsoft taking that launcher and just putting everything in it, calling it. I'm trying to think of like a quirky name that they could give it, Micro Launcher. Xbox Launcher. I guess the Xbox Launcher is most likely what they're gonna go with, or Xbox Play or something like that. Actually, wait. What was the voice commands that they gave the Xbox? Was Xbox Play one of them that it turns it on, or is that just Xbox turn on or something? I don't know, because I didn't have one of those Xbox. I went from the 360 to PC gaming. Although, would they then give it that name? Because if anyone was talking about it to the mates saying launch it through Xbox Play, and they also have the Xbox, it might cause confusion. I mean, I wouldn't mind them kind of merging, I guess, the game element of the game area of Microsoft Store into Bethesda's launcher. I don't know if I'd want to see it go the other way around. For me, I never really think to go on Microsoft Store. I never think to open it. I guess this would kind of, in a sense, make people want to open it because they want to go to play Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Doom, etc. But for me, I'd say do it the other way around. And develop Bethesda's launcher. I'm trying to remember what Bethesda's launcher has on it. I'm always forgetting to log into it. Mainly because I have Fallout 4, which I play more than 76, and that's through Steam. 76 is through the Bethesda launcher. Yeah, I'm not even signed into it. Let me load this up. Because I'm thinking, do they have achievements? I think they do, but I'm not entirely sure. It's taking a while to load. Okay, I don't think they do have achievements. No, okay, yeah, they could develop this launcher a lot more. Actually, I didn't realize it was quite as basic as it is, because it's got on the top banner, it's got games, streams, community, news, and shop. Games is the only one that's actually built into the launcher. Streams, community, news, and shop you just press them and it opens up a web browser. So they're not even built into the launcher. They're just hyperlinks. So yeah, I think if Microsoft develop this further, put everything that I have on it, call it the Microsoft Xbox launcher or whatever. Add in achievements. Basically, try and add in a lot of the good features that Steam has. Give it more like community aspect to it, so that people can post screenshots. They can have discussions. Maybe even add in like a workshop element, because they do that with Bethesda. Already do that with oh, what's it called? Content workshop or something like that. Creator workshop, where they put in all their mods. So they could add that element into the launcher, so that it's it's expanded so that it's not just not just for Fallout or whatever. You could even, with Minecraft on there, you could also add in the themes and the mod packs. There are so many options that they now have the option of doing. I just hope they do actually work on some of these. Trying to think of what else I can do. But yeah, for Fallout, I guess my main worry is if they make it exclusive, is that going to affect Bethesda in terms of its value? So obviously they could send Xbox sales flying by making all of Bethesda's IPs exclusive to Xbox. Because I mean that's inevitably going to lure some people away from PlayStation and onto Xbox. I don't think they'll have too much of a worry with Nintendo, even though Nintendo Switch is an absolutely fantastic system in terms of its innovation. I don't think PlayStation and Xbox see Nintendo as that big of a competitor, even though they should. Because for me, the way I see them is Nintendo leads the way with the innovations. Microsoft and Xbox and PlayStation then build on those innovations. So Nintendo's first to market. The other two are kind of following behind, copying their innovation and improving it in a way. Because obviously Nintendo brought out the Wii, and then you saw Xbox bring out Xbox Connect, and Sony brought out their, I forgot, they had controllers with the balls on top of them. I can't remember what they're called. And then yeah, they added them in to more challenging games, more detailed games. Obviously, the Wii console wasn't made for high graphics, highly detailed games. They brought out a few for it. I don't think they did great. I think they ran poorly and just didn't look as pleasing as the Xbox and PlayStation versions. The one that's coming to mind is Resident Evil 4, I think it is. The one with Leon in... I can't remember what the place is called. It's got like a Mexican Spanish sounding name. But yeah, they had that out on... I mean, that game was out for a while. But they brought in a version on the Wii that just didn't look as good as it did on the Xbox or the PlayStation. But obviously they were making it so that it worked with the Wii's mechanics, the Wii's nunchucks and whatever. Nunchuck was a little one, and then the main controller, the stick, whatever it was called. Yeah, they were trying to make it so it worked with them, but the console wasn't built to have those fancy graphics. And then yeah, they brought out the Wii U. We won't talk about that. That one didn't do great. The Nintendo DS's, they took the handheld gaming market by storm. PlayStation brought out the PSP, which wasn't bad. I think then they brought out PS Vita or something like that. I didn't have the PS Vita. I don't know if it was an improvement on the PSP or... From what I heard, I think it crashed a little bit. I'm trying to think, did Xbox bring out a handheld system? I can't remember an Xbox handheld system. I don't think they did. No, it doesn't look like they did. But yeah, the Nintendo... for me, Nintendo owns the handheld market. Because obviously they had Game Boy. and various different versions of that. DS, various different versions of that. And then they merged their main market with the one that they were trying to get into even more. Obviously, they've done it with the Wii. Failed a little bit with the Wii U. They've done it with the GameCube. Which... we had a GameCube when I was younger. I was a bit too young to kind of know the market at the time. I want to say it did well, but wasn't as good as the Sony, the PlayStation and Xbox equivalent. But yeah, that for me, Nintendo owns that handheld market. So bringing out a console which hits both markets just was a bit of a wow factor. Because obviously they're accommodating their very well established, very well known for, very popular market, and merging it with the console market, but also giving good quality graphics. It's just a large DS with an insane amount of capabilities built into it, that you're going out, you pick it up, you play it whilst you go out. You get home, you put it in the dock, it's now on your TV. So yeah, that's why in my mind, Nintendo leads the innovations. PlayStation and Xbox copy the innovations and improve on it. But I don't think PlayStation and Xbox will ever be able to top Nintendo's handheld market, just because they're so well established. I think that's why you just don't really see much now, handheld wise, from those two console makers, because they know that's Nintendo's market. They will very, very much struggle, and will have to spend a hell of a lot of money to get into that market and beat Nintendo. I kind of went off on a sidetrack here, but yeah. I guess the other option is, if with all these games that Microsoft now has, do they go more down the mobile? Obviously, Fallout has Fallout Shelter, which people were crazy about when it first came out. I think it was more crazy about it because everyone was like, I can vividly remember the conference because I can't remember if I watched it live or if I watched the playback of it. They were talking about the release of Fallout 4 and the details about Fallout 4, and then they said, by the way, we have this other game, and here it is, and they showed Fallout Shelter, and then after it they said, okay, bring up your phone, you can download this right now. It is live right now. I think that's what really got people hooked onto it at first. They could kind of get a bit of the Fallout feel, in a sense, from Fallout Shelter, but it was also that whole thing of a game developer coming out and saying, this is something completely new. We haven't spoken about this before, and it's out now. Usually a game developer comes out and says, okay, there's a project we're working on. Here's a trailer for it. Looks amazing. Okay, it's out in 6 months, or it's out in a year's time. Okay. That's just like the generic thing. There's not usually 9.9 times out of 10 a developer doesn't say, there's this massive project. Oh, okay, it wasn't massive to be fair. It was a mobile game. It's not like compared to Fallout 4 or whatever. But yeah, there's this project we've been working on. It's kind of fun. It's quirky. Quick trailer of it, and it's out now. Go get it. It's free. Obviously, it's got in-app purchases or whatever. But yeah, could they work on the mobile market more with all these IPs that they got? Possibly. I mean, you got Minecraft Mobile, I think. Yeah, Pocket Edition, I think it's called. Could they do like a Skyrim of Fallout Pocket Edition? I mean, they brought Skyrim to everything else so far. They might already have a Skyrim mobile edition, I don't know. That would be kind of weird. And kind of fun at the same time. I'd probably end up playing that. I don't really know how many of the games I could kind of cross the features with. Where's my list of... So yeah, you got all the simulators, obviously. Flight, train, space. I haven't heard of Space Simulator. I don't know if they could have any Easter eggs in between them. I can't think of one. Maybe in... Okay, would be kind of fun. Microsoft Flight Simulator, they give you a vertibird. That could be kind of fun in a way. Or they give you one of the pre-war... Some of the pre-war planes from Fallout. Again, would just be a little fun Easter egg. The movies is on this list. It's gone a little bit off track here, but I would love for Microsoft to bring back the movies game. I had it so much on Windows XP, I think it was at the time. I've tried making it work with Windows 10, but I think it requires Windows Media Player, which I don't think Windows PCs comes with it built in anymore. But yeah, for anyone that doesn't know what the movies is, basically it's a Hollywood simulator. You ran your own Hollywood. You hired actors, you hired extras, you got janitors, writers, etc. And you made your own movies, and then it exported the movies to Windows Movie Maker or Windows Media Player or whatever it is, and you could watch them back outside the game. It was quite fun. But yeah, unfortunately I don't think it works, or it could be emulated onto Windows 10. There probably is a way, but I haven't managed to do it myself. I've tried a few times and it's irritating. Trying to think of what else they got on this list. Gears of War. Trying to think of the features from Gears of War. I mean, it's got great storytelling again, so we know that they have the writers for it all. So that could help. Just bringing together all those different minds, all those different ideas, and just brainstorming with more people to get more ideas together. I don't really know what else we can... I think I've talked about the different approaches that they can take. Have I talked about all of them? Talked about them doing the exclusive. Talked about the issue that not so much of an issue with Nintendo. How it would affect Bethesda if they did exclusive. I guess the other aspect is they don't make an exclusive, but have it in Xbox Game Pass, so that people think, okay, I can pay 50 quid for the new Fallout or Elder Scrolls, or I can get Xbox Game Pass and have all those games in one bundle that I just play 15 quid or whatever it is a month for. And then they're just like, okay, well that's going to be cheaper in the long run, so I'll just get the Xbox so I can do that, rather than getting the PlayStation and I have to buy the new Elder Scrolls or Fallout for 50 quid, as well as whatever else games, Starfield and all that sort of stuff that they bring out. And yeah, like if those two games, if Elder Scrolls and Starfield come out at the same time, I don't think they are doing, but if they did, And they're both 50 quid each. That's 100 quid in one go. And that's the equivalent of 6-7 months worth of Xbox Game Pass. Let me just double check. How much was Xbox? I keep thinking it's 15 quid, but it might be less. Doesn't actually say on the website. That's helpful. Oh, there we go. Ultimate. Okay, Ultimate is £11. You get the first month for £1. Okay, so yeah, 2 games for 50 quid on PlayStation, and you've nearly got 10, just under 10 months worth of Xbox Game Pass. Obviously, you can have more games released in that time. That's a little bit of a no-brainer. In terms of cost-wise, obviously, that's not taking into account all the exclusives that PlayStation has. Also, yeah, Stalker 2 is getting released, and I think that's a Xbox exclusive at first. Honestly, if I didn't play PC and I had to choose between an Xbox and a PlayStation, following this announcement with Microsoft buying ZeniMax, I would now be all the way Xbox. Because I love Stalker 2, I've played the Stalker series so damn much, and I have been eagerly waiting for Stalker 2 to be released. I'll probably talk about Stalker 2 in another podcast closer to its release. Right, I'll probably do a couple where it kind of explains different bits of it. But yeah, Stalker 2, and then Fallout, and Elder Scrolls. I mean, there's other games on there that I do enjoy. State of Decay, that's a good one. But yeah, at this point, I would just be highly focused on getting an Xbox. I can't think of off the top of my head of the PlayStation exclusives. I mean, you got Last of Us, great game. Is one that I would like to play. I think they're actually. Did they announce that PC's getting Last of Us in the next year or something like that? I can't remember. But yeah, at this point, for me, I'd be definitely getting Xbox. I think I've talked about everything. I think this is a bit of a shorter one for a podcast. Usually they last about an hour and 10, an hour and 20. I think just because it was a bit last minute with me deciding on the topic. And not having too much time to do the research. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it was a bit last minute. So, I'll probably play a bit of Minecraft. I probably won't be streaming as long as I usually do on a Friday. Mainly because I've just been quite tired this week again. My fatigue is not doing great. I need to get my stamina up. But yeah, we're gonna hop onto some Minecraft and have a bit of a go at that. So, whilst I get this changed over, I'm gonna let you lovely people watch an advert. So enjoy that, and I'll be back in just a moment.